When Donald Trump took office, he knew he had to fight for the American worker. For too long, previous administrations let China take advantage of them, allowing their economy to grow while ours struggled. He decided to deploy tariffs as a bold strategy, not just to punish unfair trade practices, but to rebalance the scales. These tariffs were his way of saying, enough is enough. It was about more than just economics. It was about restoring American manufacturing and asserting their dominance on the global stage. He wanted to make it clear, they're not going to sit back and let others dictate the terms of trade. This was a fight for their future, and he was ready to lead it. The U.S. trade deficit with China has been a major issue for years. It's like they're opening their doors wide while they keep theirs shut. Cheap goods flood our markets, but American companies struggle to compete. This isn't just about competition. It's about currency manipulation and intellectual property theft. China's tactics are unfair, and they can't just sit back and accept it. That's where tariffs come in. They're not just taxes, they're a strategic move to apply economic pressure. By hitting Chinese exports, they're sending a message. They want change. Diplomacy hasn't worked, so they use leverage to force Beijing to the negotiating table and secure real concessions. It's time to level the playing field. Trump's tariffs were more than just numbers. They were a bold statement against globalization. He pointed fingers at China, claiming they were stripping away American jobs, especially in the Rust Belt, where his support ran deep. By slapping tariffs on Chinese imports, he aimed to make American-made products more appealing and bring jobs back home. Economists were quick to raise alarms, warning that this could ignite a trade war and drive up prices for everyday consumers. But Trump stood firm, insisting that the short-term pain was a necessary sacrifice for long-term strength and economic independence. It was a gamble that stirred fierce debate, but for him, it was all about reclaiming America's industrial might. Trump's tariff campaign wasn't just about dollars and cents, it was a strategic move rooted in national security. He framed economic competition with China as a broader geopolitical battle. In his view, China wasn't merely a trade adversary, it was a looming threat. By imposing tariffs, he aimed to weaken a rival superpower and curb its ambitions on the global stage. His administration treated tech giants like Huawei and ZTE as extensions of the Chinese Communist Party, using tariffs and sanctions to limit their influence. This marked a pivotal shift in U.S. policy, blending economic tactics with security concerns and setting the stage for a more confrontational approach toward Beijing. Tariffs were more than just trade tools for Trump. They were a bold statement of American strength. Previous presidents issued threats, but often backed down, leaving the world questioning our resolve. By imposing tariffs unilaterally, Trump sent a clear message. The U.S. would no longer be seen as weak or inconsistent. This was about resetting the global trading system, compelling not just China, but all nations to take our demands seriously. His unpredictable approach, while unsettling to some, was embraced by supporters as a refreshing break from the norm. It was a decisive move, shaking up global markets and asserting that America would act in its own interests, no matter the consequences. Trump's approach to tariffs was a reflection of his broader worldview, a transactional lens on international relations. For him, trade wasn't about collaboration. It was a battlefield where clear winners and losers emerged. He wielded tariffs like a weapon, aiming to rewrite the rules in favor of America. This strategy, whether seen as bold or reckless, undeniably shifted the narrative around trade with China. It marked the beginning of a more competitive and contentious era in U.S.-China relations. The stakes were raised, and the conversation transformed, as Trump challenged the status quo, setting the stage for a new dynamic in global trade.